Hello everyone, time to do a quick update into BTC. I was mentioning that I didn't like the retest here, that's why I didn't take the long. Obviously, it was an opportunity to long the market. Hope some of you guys took advantage of the equal lows, I didn't. Now, I'm still mostly based into a ranging scenario. I have no idea if it's gonna happen, no clue whatsoever. I did mention the possibility of having a rejection into this area, which is a weekly, monthly level. I think we posted into Telegram the daily and 3-day scenarios of the expansion candle, but hitting a weekly level. So obviously, I took the bias into a higher time frame scenario, and it was a resistance. Obviously, now we had the rejection based on the 4-hour and maybe 12-hour. I was expecting a longer time-based consolidation before the rejection. Obviously, this was really quick. We're quite below this level right here. Now, what do I expect right now, right? If you guys took the short here, great. If you didn't, there's no reason to panic. I don't see this going straight down to 82, 83. What I see right now is the next level of liquidity is this area, right? When I want to see at least this area, right? This is where you could say the MSB, the breaking market structure, right? Happen, a retest, and the impulse of the move, if it's the price action you want to see. I want to see a retest into this area, which I believe it happens to be, it happens to be the yearly open. So if you pay attention to this, we'll probably see a reaction this level, and that'll be my first spot to most likely look for longs. Why? On the 12-hour you also see that, right? You see MSB break, highs, all the way down, a retest of that block, which is the impulse, yearly open. So if we move this out of the way, what I want to see and what you guys want you to do, if you choose retest this area, see maybe a 4-hour into a, or maybe a 15-minute. Nah, let's just focus on the 4-hour into 4-hour reaction to a 12-hour block, and straight into this area. Hopefully it will target this area for the first time, and this is the area where I look to take some off, right? Maybe hedge into some of the alts, just pay yourself, because you don't know if this is just gonna expand all the way into 130, 140. I much rather take advantage that is the first time, just as these areas. If it's the first time, has a reaction. First time, might as well have a reaction all the way down. Maybe we'll fall into the 50% of this area. Will form a nice, right here, 50% into this area will form a nice base again and go low. So there's a couple of possibilities. So I want you to focus mostly yearly open, retest. If it reclaims this level, then we might be able to try to add some risk into alts, not looking particularly into BTC. But if BTC reaches this area, might as well try to bet just to a 4-hour candle, see how it reacts. And now there's a chance, obviously, as I've been mentioning, from this squiggly line getting lower, right? There's a possibility, if we take this into a bigger time frame, of the following. Just to make it short, make a lower low, back up, another lower low. That's a third drive down. 1, 2, 3. Swing failure, and all the way down up into 150, 200. So now we're just on the first test, down, up, second test, up, third test, most likely. If this is the case, just keep in mind, It's a really good strategy. It's a good, not a strategy, it's a good setup. If you're looking into a nice swing position and focusing on the liquidity grabs of these reactions, right? Swing failure right here, and a third one, and move up. So that's in case we're going to 2-3 weeks of sideways price action, and that's what I'm looking for. So don't be too, let's say, too excited to go long on this type of breakouts. I think a lot of people went long on this massive candle just to get turned out into the rejection. So if we go down and the yearly open fails, but we have a nice swing failure, go all the way up, again, just wait until the third one, or if we consolidate into the mid section of the next range possibility. So just try to bid on the lows, right? There's no point of trying to play into the middle if you guys choose to. So that's for BTC overall. If we move into dominance, I think it's trying to gain some exposure again, unless we break 54, 55. I think I mentioned it into the last video maybe, or the video before. If we break low, this is your cue to actually go really hard on alts. Otherwise, you'll be probably just trying to guess which alts are gonna outperform BTC if it just goes sideways, right? You want to see at least a break here, and obviously hope that altcoins are gonna perform well, because if this goes really hard down, and altcoins could go down as well. So apart from that, just focus on a couple levels, right? If this level gets hit, that'll be amazing. If not, we'll just try to bet into yearly open. As I mentioned, there's still resistance, so if the next time it moves, we can probably try to hedge here or do a small short, and that'll be everything for BTC. It's still long, still, spot. We're still thinking that we're gonna see higher prices. Not right now into January. Maybe if we take the highs, but not completely bullish into BTC. And I mentioned that Q1, the first month is probably gonna be slow, just probably sideways. And I have no clue if this is just gonna take a couple of weeks, right, of consolidation. I don't think anyone knows. So yeah, that'll be everything for BTC. Just a couple 5 minutes, 8 minutes. All right.